Can you be a fervent Catholic and a patriot? I would say so. Today is Wednesday, February 26th. From Ave Maria Radio, this is Michigan Mornings. Good morning from Ishpeming. I'm Matthew Handley. Let's begin with this news. Pope Francis continues to be in serious but stable condition in Rome's Gemelli Hospital. The latest update from the Holy See press office says his blood flow is stable and he underwent a CT scan yesterday to monitor his lungs. He also received the Eucharist and continued to work, including releasing his Lenten message. Lawn's Creuse Public Schools in Clinton Township is facing a massive budget deficit of nearly $9 million. Superintendent Keith Howell says they discovered a $3 million hole in the budget last year and says they've recently realized it is much larger.
This budget only is good through June 30th. So somehow we have to come up with something between now and June 30th and then a whole nother new budget next year.
That is Trustee Shane Sellers, who has requested a forensic audit and an investigation by the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. Howell says the current budget did not consider the loss of COVID-19 relief dollars or an enrollment decline. Preservation Detroit is trying to save the Renaissance Center from being demolished. Plans call for 2 of the towers of the center to be demolished to create more space along the Detroit riverfront. The group, however, says the building is a key part of the city's architectural history and should be protected and added to the National Register of Historic Places. The register requires buildings be at least 50 years old, but the Ren Center was not completed until 1977. Parents have mixed reactions to the state putting cell phone restrictions on students. Several were asked about it in Detroit.
Kids should be focused on school and not on their cell phones.
I consistently see cell phones being used for bullying.
I think the kids don't need one more distraction in the classroom.
The National Education Association says 91% of teachers surveyed say they have a serious concern about the mental health of students, and 75% say cell phones are a serious problem at their schools. Governor Whitmer is expected to call for a bipartisan legislation in her State of the State address tonight to limit cell phone use in classrooms. And Apple is planning to open a manufacturing supply academy in Detroit. The academy aims to help small and medium-sized businesses transition to advanced manufacturing by using smart manufacturing techniques and artificial intelligence. The academy will have free online and in-person courses to help with project management and process skills. The academy is part of a $500 billion investment in the United States over the next 4 years. You're listening to your local news and weather on Ave Maria Radio's Michigan Mornings. Now this.
The leading Catholic voices are on EWTN Radio.
When you are predictable in your authority, you will actually have to use that authority less. Consistent discipline leads to less constant discipline. The more you act when you need to act, the less you will have to act in the future with similar misbehavior.
The Doctor is in with Dr. Ray Garendi.
Today at 1 p.m. on Ave Maria Radio. In Detroit, we are looking at a rainy day today. The rain will pick up around noon, and we could see some snow mixed in it as well. Our high today will be 41. Tonight, rain is likely into the late evening. It'll be cloudy after that with a low around 37. Tomorrow, we can expect mostly cloudy skies and a high near 42. Friday will be mostly cloudy with temperatures near 45. And Saturday will be mostly cloudy and cooler with a high near 33. We're looking at a rainy day in Saginaw. We may see some snow mixed in as well. Our high will be near 40. Tonight, that rain will taper off around 10 p.m. It'll be cloudy with a low around 33. Tomorrow, expect mostly cloudy skies with a high near 40. It'll be breezy with gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high near 42. And Saturday will be mostly cloudy and cooler with a high near 27. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. Some traditionalist Catholics are claiming that you cannot be a fervent Catholic and a patriotic American, that the two are incompatible. Dr. Marcus Peter and I disagree with that sentiment and discussed it yesterday on Ave Maria in the afternoon.
If we consider, for example, the writings of especially modern popes, you think of Leo XIII, who said to love both countries of earth below and heaven above is an essential duty of a Christian. The fact is the church has never shied away from Christians being virtuous participants in the ebbs and flows and the life of the nations that they belong to. Christ has never asked us to renege from our patriotic duty. If anything, render to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what belongs to God.
Absolutely, and that's the quote that I love when talking about this particular issue. And I realized a new way of reading that as I wrote my essay this weekend, and that has to do in the context of the Fourth Commandment. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, in paragraph 2199, says that the Fourth Commandment is expressed explicitly for children in their relationship to their father and mother, but it also includes and presupposes, I'm quoting now, the duties of parents, instructors, teachers, leaders, magistrates, those who govern, and all who exercise authority over others or a community of persons. So when you think about those words of Jesus, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, what do we owe to our government? Well, part of making sure that we render what is due comes also from the Fourth Commandment. We are commanded to not just honor our father and mother, but honor our homeland, honor those that are in charge of us, correcting when correction needs to be had, but understanding that we're all on our path to salvation. We all require that love and prayer in order to get there.
Right. And so when we can acknowledge that, we can then rightly say that the dictates necessary for me to live a patriotic life are simply the dictates of being a virtuous citizen. I mean, think about it. There's no bad citizen who is a virtuous citizen. A virtuous citizen is one who is a model exemplar. And so Catholics can be exemplar citizens because we not only live out the natural law in how we conduct ourselves in civil duties, we can also hold our elected officials to account when they violate the natural law.
You can hear our entire conversation by going to AveMariaRadio.net and going to hour one of yesterday's program of Ave Maria in the afternoon. Catch Ave Maria in the afternoon daily at 4 p.m. here on Ave Maria Radio. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Wednesday. Tomorrow, special coverage on Governor Gretchen Whitmer's State of the State address. Lord willing, I'll talk to you then. Goodbye.